the roundup of Kano's Hoodies All Summer. Nathan, you kick it off.
Okay. So.
Well, yeah, give us a review and a score, please.
So, from a lyrical perspective, I feel like he got through a lot in terms of the subject matter. He managed to keep consistent and found consistent themes throughout. As I said before, I feel like it's his version of a 444.
Yeah, and I think that's valid.
And it's interesting that we can open up that lane in there's not many other rappers that can do that. I guess Wiley could if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's really his style though.
And you know what, you're right. I've always wondered that about Wiley. When is he going to do like not just lyrics for lyrics' sake, when is he going to say something or be introspective and like reflective about stuff?
Yeah.
You get me? Like, I've always wondered that from a Wiley
He has
project.
the ability to do it.
He could do.
He hasn't. But
really lock in. Yeah.
Yeah, subject matter was amazing. Music, I was pleasantly surprised. Wow, I actually kind of feel rude saying that because I shouldn't be surprised.
Kane.
I shouldn't be surprised from Kano.
Yeah,
But musically wise, it kept me intrigued the whole time.
Yeah, there's enough variety in there, innit?
Definitely. So, yeah, for me, it's one of my favorite albums of the year.
Boy,
I'd hazard an 8.5.
Boy, yoy.
8.5
All right, 8.5. All right. That's high. That's high rating, man. Yeah. Okay.
For me, there wasn't, apart from the one song that I wasn't crazy about, there wasn't any fat on that at all.
You know what I think as well? I think the fact that he's got 10 songs on there and it's not massively long. I don't know what the duration is. It might be long because there's a lot of singing
40 minutes
in it.
or just under.
So that might be right. I don't know, like in terms of duration, that might be on average right, but it's digestible. And when I look back at his other albums, they're all about 10, 11 songs. And I think that's a good average. If you can give yourself 10, 11 bangers or 10, 11 well-produced songs, at least if 4, 5, 6 of them are good, you're better than average already. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think that's not hard to do in 3 years.
I think with this album as well, it's also, it's all good. It's one thing, putting tracks together, but then when you put the project together and then the sequence, how it weaves itself together, and whether or not it's even good. Yeah, I think this album is solid for that. Like I think there may be 1 or 2 songs that might have not necessarily come straight after the other, but I listen to this album, track from start to end, and I don't touch anything.
Yeah, I'm the same.
So I'm kind of like cool, to be honest.
That's good replay value.
Yeah,
isn't it?
and I agree with Nathan. Like lyrically, it's on point. There's no problems for me. There's nothing there. I was thinking about it just now and just thinking like I feel like he touches on maybe a bit of insight into himself, but also where he's from and that new generation that are some of them are involved in the craziness that's going on in London at the moment. But he doesn't really necessarily talk about solutions, so to speak. But I'm not saying that he should, and that's his job. But I'm just saying, all I'm saying is that I guess this is why I'm not saying it's a 10.
Yeah.
Basically, because I think if he was saying, look, these are the problems, this is the insight, and here are all the solutions, and everybody's like, these are
exactly.
Like, this is
different.
This is a manual for London City. Give this to Sadiq Khan and let's go.
Right? Let's roll. Yeah.
But score wise, I'm giving it an 8.
Okay, that's heavy.
I don't got no problems with this album at all. To be honest, I think it's nicely put together.
All right. So for me personally, as much as I like it and as much as I think the content's good and the replay value's there, it's not as good as Made in a Manor for me. For me, Made in a Manor opened up a view to fucking Kano that I've not seen before. He talks about his sister, he talks about his relationship with Demon, like he says a lot of stuff in that is quite powerful, and then there's variety of the music. So for me, that's the benchmark. And as much as I enjoyed this, I don't think this is as good as, and I would say this is as.
So you don't think this is an upward step?
No.
He's moved up?
Nah, not from Made in a Manor.
It's gone sideways.
Probably down. For me personally, a lot, because and again, it's nothing to do with his ability. It's probably the music and the collection of the project. It's not as, I think there's too much variety. The variety in it is good, but not all of it works. Do you get what I'm saying? There's the Kojo Funds chorus It's all right. Nothing amazing. The Suck Your Mother and Dry sing, let me see, the SYM sing thing, whatever. The singing bit, don't think works. Maybe as much as I like the Skinner's Beats bit, the Bang Your Door Down, and what was the other one? The your beats on your brandy, or your beats on your brandy. As much as I like them, they're not. It's throwback. It's not vibesy. The first track, I still can't hear off of him being a little bit out of pocket on certain lines. You know, it's a bit of a step back from Made in the Manor, which I think was just fucking near close perfect.
For me, I'll be surprised if this album doesn't get nominated for awards.
Oh yeah. I have that.
You know, that's the work. I think the work he's put into this is award-winning work.
Right.
So
okay.
I mean,
okay.
like when we're talking Brits and the categories, I don't think there's a grime category. Maybe probably was it rap, something like that, right?
Right.
So I expect. See, you know, I didn't check the nominations for the Mercury album, but you know, I'd be surprised if he wasn't on that one in somewhere down the line, or any you know, the Mobos. I expect to see him in those
for this album.
Definitely for this album.
I think you know what, and I think you're right, because this year's been a pretty poor year for music. I think generally there's not been many standout projects.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
I think you're right.
The work is there.
In context to
as well,
the peers.
Nathan was saying he doesn't think it was like, you know, it was orchestrated that, you know, Top Boy came out with his album, but at the moment Kano is quite
the guy.
He's in the public sphere.
He put in a stellar performance in Top Boy.
100%.
So and then you know,
him and Dave. Dave smashed it as well.
So?
Yeah, 100%.
I've seen a lot of people say that he didn't think it was. I like Dave.
Dave smashed it, and I've never seen him act before. So I read both of them. Carry on.
Just let's put that into context. You know, Kano's got this show coming out. People are watching it. He's gonna build traction, and they're gonna go straight to that album because it's the most recent one, right? And what do you want to do? You know, you want to say some shit. You've got the ears. But you got the attention. You know, they're gonna think, okay, so you've had quite a few albums. You should be quite mature to this. And then you see he's like very mature to this game, and he's not. This is you know, like he's not a kind of. I'm an actor and I kind of do this rap thing. He's like, I'm like a real wordsmith. Yeah, exactly. The acting thing is on the side to a high level. Yeah, the acting thing is a bonus for you, though. Yeah. You know, it's a bonus. When you say it like that, it's nuts. Well, it's true, because you know, he could be. You know, we could say he could be like you know, one of UK's best rappers. 100%. Yeah. Of his generation, I think he is. You know what I mean? To a high standard, because there's scenes with him and Asher, and Asher's been acting from what day with the Grange Jill and all of that. How many actors Storm and rappers are equally balanced like that? Yeah, exactly. No, you have to. Honestly, you have to give him credit, and you have to respect it, because he's a talented youth, man. He's a talented brother, and with the platform, he decided to say this. So. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's actually a very important point. I think we shouldn't just gloss over. That's like that. You know, there's stuff happening in the city, and he's not just said, because you know, this could have been his album. Anything. Like, I'm going to Monaco. I'm spending. Yeah. Most rappers do that, right? They get to a stage. Yeah, he could have easily. I'm driving AMGs or whatever, or G-wagons or whatever. But he's saying, no, hold on, what's going on in my ends? Why? Right. What happened to Newham? Right. That's a fact, man. And I have a respect. You know what? I mean, like, so me being critical, I got to end on a 7. Because, like I said, if I think Made in the Manor's a 9, and this is probably a good couple steps behind, like basically I look at it like victory lap. Like, I think as amazing as good as them projects are, I'm not necessarily running back to it to say, yo, this is the one.
So that whole idea of running back to something is
replay value,
because there's not, like, for example, I haven't listened to Cookie Man City in about 8 months. It's one of my favourite albums of all time. No, but that's a good average for a 5, 6, 7, 8 year old album. No, but I might listen to Chris Brown's album 2 weeks ago. That doesn't mean there's a replay value. It's just there might be a couple songs on there. Right,
exactly. But in terms of listening to a project top to bottom, I would listen to Made in the Manor before this one. Yeah, personally.
Maybe fair enough. Yeah, but for me, there's so much music these days. that replay values almost dropped away.
No. I put value on that
because I don't know why I find time to listen to all the music I love to listen to, and then new music
revisit. You know what? I'll be honest with you.
Time,
yeah, you're right, and I've fallen back from a lot of new music because a lot of them are shit. Like, not shit. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. A lot of them aren't great, and I've just been listening.
That's not. That's the same. That's the same thing. Just say it's not for me.
It's fucking shit.
Just say it's not for me.
It's fucking shit.
No, do you know what? The thing is, I
listen to it once.
Your opinions
skip through
with the
dash
replay
it.
stuff.
I don't listen to it.
I don't think it's necessarily with the replay stuff. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I just think.
I think it's important.
There's a lot of music out there to keep up with. Is mad. So. But what I love is when I've dropped off something and then I play it and I'm like, Ross, I remember this, and then I get into it.
That's what I'm saying. And before you know it, you listen to the whole project again.
Bro,
that's,
do you know what I mean? Like,
that stands the test of time. But that's important. That's important. Not all. There's a lot of albums that don't have that.
To be honest, I feel I might not listen to Kano's album again this month. Maybe not the rest of the year. But I know when I come back.
Yeah, there's
going to be a reason, and I'm going to be like, oh, and then all of a sudden I'm going to remember I was here, I was doing that.
Yeah.
And so
I did listen to go ahead.
No, because you mentioned Victory Lap.
Yeah.
So there might be a day where I'm like, you know, I just want to kick back and listen to Blue Laces too. I just want to kick back.
But not the whole project.
No, that's not a slight on the whole project. I might just want to listen to that this day.
Yeah, so songs.
Chill back, cool
exactly.
Back and listen to this.
I've got playlists for that. You know what I mean? For moods. Yeah, where I'll just pick certain songs, but. If I want to go back and listen to a project and start from start to finish, be like, shit, they knocked this out of the park. Made in a manner, but not this one.
I remember. I think a few days ago, I think it was like a Friday, and I was going to work, and I was just in a good mood, and I want to hear a good album on the way to work, and I think it was funny. I think it was Victory Lap. I just had Nipsey Hussle,
bro.
In my ears,
yeah.
And I just wanted to just dive into some Nipsey Hussle on the way.
No,
I
that's
remember
true.
just spitting little bars on the work.
Cause it's important, man. Like when you make a project, it's important to have that in mind. What's this gonna sound like in 3, 4, 5 years time?
So all you're really saying is that you would draw for Made in a Manner
exactly.
before you draw for this.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you know what? In average, with
so
your...
I guess I'm really saying that I prefer this to Made in a Manner.
Have you heard Made in a Manner?
Yeah, I have, but I don't. I feel like I like this album better.
All right, that's cool. That's the 8.5 then. But
no, it's the 8. I'm the 8.
You're the 8. You're the 8.5?
8.5, yeah.
Okay then. All right.
Okay,
so then what? You put in Made in a Manner as a 7 or a 7.5? Because that's...
No, I could put it as a 7.9.
All right. Yeah. You know what? I know. Yeah. Let's get into the decimal because I hate the decimal points. The maths gets wonky.
So how do you see Made in a Manner?
He hasn't earned it really.
No, I have, but it's not that to the forefront of my mind that I can
go back
use
as a reference point. I would say go back.
This is remember we're supposed to. I think we should judge projects individually.
Yeah,
I'm not comparing.
It's true.
All right. Listen. Wait. Slow down. All right.
Nathan's got a point here.
I've got a point.
Listen.
But we should probably, because I'm looking at this. I'm not even trying to think
in its own
Today, Kano brought out an album.
Okay.
And I want to see what that album is about. Based on, I remember Kano from the past. I remember what he was doing. The thing I would be most critical is if he brings out something and it sounds like something that I heard 2-3 years ago.
This is a long debate on ExPlayPodcast.
No, you know what it is, and there's no defined criteria.
That's my point.
Criteria. I hear you. There's no defined criteria.
I'm going to speak on that.
I hear you, but what I'm saying is, for me personally, I think there's probably 2-3 categories that me personally, whether you lot do this or not, it's on you, yeah. But this is how I look at it. I look at their past works. I look at other people in their genre, and I look at other people that might release this year. Yeah, for an album as a project. So first and foremost, I'll look at their work and say, was this as good as the last one they done? Yes or no. Then I'll look at all right, so who else is doing what they're doing at this time? Did they do it better? Yes or no. And then I'll look at, all right, maybe not in that genre, but who else just as an album, me personally, who am I gravitating to? And yes or no. Do you get what I'm saying? And for me, I would put this up there with, like, if I compare it to Made in a Manner, Victory Lap, or give me another rapper that, like, and you don't might diss me for this, but like say a J Prince, where I think the music is better and more condensed. There's probably other albums that I'll go to before this.
So funny you mentioned Jay Prince. This is another note. I'll stop doing after this, but Jay Prince is on NBA 2K20. Run It Down is on that. On the game.
Boy, shout him out, you know. Shout him out, rude boy, because he's been running it down for a minute.
Run It Down.
No, I ain't seen the video. Is it good?
No video stuff.
All right, yo, Jay Prince, man, salute and all the success to you, rude boy. But Kano's thing, 8.5, 8, 7 averages out to an 8 anyways. Yeah. It's nothing. Salute my man, well Kane. Yo, top boy out here, and just keep on doing it. You don't have to be in a public eye every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Just keep on doing what you're doing. We're growing with you, rude boy. All right then. So that's it. End the ExPlay podcast. At ExPlay Podcast. Follow us on the socials, and we're back with the ExPlay Face of Friday. All right, we'll link up soon, or we'll catch you on the next episode.
Tour bus look like a den of thieves. Champagne shopping like 10 of each. Non-stop popping to the cemetery. They don't know about me. Wartime roll out with pure gunman about me. They can't come around east. Who's that get back? Draw for the man.